Would you go back and watch that fight after you fight him? Would you go back? Would it be something that you would go watch? I don't watch my fight.
Like win or lose? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I know like how I feel right now, and I know how I felt, this past year, and like my vision. So just to know, like if I could go back and watch myself, I'd look at myself and see like I know like you prepared for that, like you were ready for that. You kind of called that into existence. So.
Do you watch your fights, your full fights after you fight?
Not all of them. The last one that I watched was the Anthony Smith fight because that was the most tapped in I'd ever been.
Yeah, I saw you mention that actually. You said that was your favorite fight you've ever fought.
Yeah,
Why
so
is that?
far. Just because of like the growth that I felt in myself as a martial artist now. I've been in so many fights where like I was just like mad nervous and like scared and butterflies and doubts and just all this stuff, but that one was a lot different. Like I handled all those emotions a lot differently. I showed up to that fight just 100% prepared and like zeroed in, and
that's a good feeling.
I remember it from start to finish. So like to watch it back and to like just remember like I wasn't phased. I was like you look at yourself and you're like I wasn't confused. I wasn't trying to figure anything out. Like I was relaxed. I was calm. I was precise. So yeah, I like that one a lot. Like like if I had to pat myself on the back, I'd do it for that one for sure.
I've seen a lot on your social media that you've been playing a lot of golf. You have a great swing. It seems like
Thanks.
you really love the game, but it seems like you're an actual student of the game. Like I can tell just by your swing, you've put in time understanding technique, the way I just want to say this. Golf is a unique game. To see a guy as violent as you, as a martial artist.
It's not violence. It's not violence.
Why?
Don't even say it. MMA is not violence.
This guy wants violence.
I guess the way that I fight is pretty violent.
He's pretty violent.
MMA itself is not violent, but I think there is like an essence of violence to my art.
I ask you one question.
Yeah.
Do you hate the person you fighting?
There are times.
Ooh.
It's violence.
I mean, it's like yeah. I mean, there are times, or like let me rephrase that, and let me say it like this: I fully open myself up and allow myself to hate the person if I need to.
But I'll let you unpack this. What do you mean it's not violence? I actually want to hear your opinion on this.
I grew up in violence. I grew up fighting on the street and stuff, and it was violence because my brother used to get bullied, my cousins and stuff used to get bullied, and it was absolutely violence. And that's fighting, that's violence. But whenever I fought anybody, I never hated them. You know what I'm saying? I dislike some people, but I never hated them. And I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's not violent if you really don't hate them and stuff like that. A lot of hatred in the streets and stuff, that's violence. You trying to really, cause bodily harm or kill or maim someone. But in cage, like there's a referee in there, safer.
Yeah. So
I understand where you're going with that.
Yeah, MMA itself and what we do is not violent. Yeah. I would say as an artist, there is an essence of violence to my art. You get what I mean?
Damn.
Wow. We got Shakespeare over here.
Yeah.
Like
that was nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's a big disconnect nowadays with like MMA and art,
bro.
Like martial arts, mixed martial arts.
Preach.
People,
bro,
like,
you can tell by the way he oblique kicking motherfucker.
It makes sense now.
No, but like
he's an oblique violent dude.
No, truly,
He's obliquely violent.
Truly, like this isn't like the UFC or any other organization's fault, but because we're trying to expand MMA to be more accepted in the world globally and get it on television and all that stuff, we're blessed to be able to be in this position. But I think that there is part of that took away the art to the martial arts. Like when we would watch old movies like Bloodsport and, Ong Bak and things like that. It's like there's an art because, we're warriors in a sense. And like, there's different movements and stuff to be able to defend yourself. And I think it's hard to see that nowadays because it has to be commercial in order to be profitable.